The holographic display shimmered in the dim classroom aboard Harmony's edge, cycling through footage of Earth's landscapes. Ara Quinn stood beside it, hands clasped, doing her best to maintain a professional tone despite the chaos she knew was brewing behind her. Her most enthusiastic student Anne, energetic young Calarian, whose iridescent fur shifted colors with her moods, sat perched on her haunches, all four eyes unblinking. And this, Ara said, switching to a panoramic view of snow-covered peaks, is what happens on Earth during a season called winter. Dies. Tivi's fur burst from pale blue to a shocked violet. Her whiskers jerked upright. Hold on. Aid. Hold on. Hold on, her translator sputtered, struggling to keep pace with the frantic clicking of her native language. You're telling me water falls from the sky? Frozen? In blankets, an entire region. Ara laughed softly. After 3 years of teaching xenobiology to dozens of species, she'd learned that Earth's weather patterns were often seen as cosmic nonsense. That's correct. Snow can pile up several meters. Tivi screeched, leaping so hard she nearly toppled a containment shelf. And humans just walk in it? With their bare skin appendages. Well, we do wear coats. But this is the greatest natural phenomenon I have ever learned about, Tivi declared, her tail thrashing like a runaway pendulum. Teacher Ara, show me more. Show me everything about this. Snow. For the next hour, Ara indulged her. Snowball fights. Skiing. Snowy forests, lit by moonlight. Antarctic research bases. Children sticking out their tongues to catch snowflakes, with each new image. Tivi's colors cycled faster: blue, orange, teal. Then hues Ara suspected didn't exist on any official spectrum. Finally, Tivi went still, fur settling into a resolute gold. We must go, she announced. Go where? Ara blinked. To this? Tivi tapped the display. To the snow? Immediately. I must encounter it personally before my biological cycle ends. Tivi. Earth is 300 light years away, and we should depart now. It will take weeks. That's not I have already submitted a route request to the Navigation Committee, Tivi continued proudly, and filed an education exchange petition with my clan matriarch, and contacted the Earth Embassy, and possibly hacked the ship's astronavigation database to calculate an optimal trajectory.
You what?
Do not worry, Teacher Ara, Tivi said cheerfully. I hid my tracks, except from you. In the AI, and possibly the entire Navigation Committee, since I signed my real name on the proposal. Before Ara could respond, her communicator lit up with consecutive alerts. Captain, report to my office immediately. Calarian Ambassador, your student has caused a diplomatic situation. Earth's Interstellar Office. We are intrigued. Please contact us. AARA slowly looked. Up from her device, Tivi had somehow procured a knitted hat and pulled it over her ears. I am preparing myself for cold environments, she said with solemn dignity. 6 weeks later, Rara stood in the Canadian Rockies, snow crunching beneath her boots as she watched Tivi step into her first winter landscape. The cub froze mid-step. Her 4 eyes widened. Her fur changed color so rapidly that Ara briefly worried she was overloading her nervous system. Then a shriek of pure, unfiltered joy ripped from Tivi's throat. Echoing off the mountains, and probably violating several human noise regulations, she dove into the nearest snowdrift with reckless abandon. For the next hour, Ara watched the cub fling herself into snowbanks, roll across frozen fields tunneled like a hyperactive groundhog, and sculpt disturbingly accurate snow statues, 17 so far, and counting. It tastes like nothing, Tivi announced after sticking her tongue into a handful of snow, and yet somehow tastes like happiness. She then attempted to collect samples of each unique snowflake until Ara gently explained that roughly a septillion were falling at that very moment, as sunset painted the world in gold and rose. Tivi finally collapsed beside Ara, content at last. Her fur glowed a soft silver blue, Teacher Ara, the cub murmured. I understand humans better now. Ara raised an eyebrow. Oh, and what have you learned? Your world is always changing, constantly transforming. You grow up adapting to a planet that never stays the same. No wonder your species is so resilient. Ara felt something tighten in her throat. That's very insightful, Tivy. Of course it is, Tivy said primly. I am an excellent student. She paused, then added, Teacher Ara, next season, may we visit this autumn. You mentioned leaves falling like colorful rain, and I must experience that. Ara laughed, her breath misting in the cold air. We'll see. Tivy's fur flashed brilliant gold. That is not a no. Ara watched as her student began sculpting her 18th snow statue. This one, a wildly inaccurate attempt at recreating planet Earth. No, it definitely wasn't a no, because if humans understood anything across the galaxy, it was this. Curiosity, especially the kind that demanded, we must visit this snow thing immediately, was a force worth nurturing. Wherever it appeared, end.